Welcome back to the channel. Today what I have here is some Harbor Freight tools that I've bought the last couple years, and we're going to go through it and then see what you think about it. First of all, I'm going to start with the drills, and this is one of the Harbor Freight tools. This is the Hercules. This is the blue one. They have the blue one and the red one, and they got another one. I think it's called Warrior or something. This is a 20 volt. It's a pretty nice drill. I mean, I'm really surprised with it. It's got a keyless chuck. It's got a nice little light right here in the front. Of course, the batteries all have a little indicator in the back to let you know if it's charged or what charge you actually have. I was really surprised with it when I bought it. I mean, it works really, really well. I mean, I can pretty much twist my arm on it a little bit than some of my other drills I have. So we're really pleased to have this one here. So, okay, the second one here. Now, this one here is a smaller one. It's a 12 volt. We bought this one here. The reason why we bought the 12 volt and we have the 20 volt is because the 20 volts is got some weight to it, so it's pretty heavy. So if you're using this long period of time, you know, it's going to put a little bit of weight onto it. It's going to hold you down, maybe make you tired, sore, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we bought these ones. So if you're starting out with a small shop, a little small wood shop, you probably want to try to stick with maybe a 12 volt. If you're not doing big heavy work and you're just putting some little boxes together, like crates and stuff like that, and you need to drill, maybe to drill holes and things like that, this is really nice, really nice. But like I said, it's a 12 volt, and then we got a 20 volt here. So both the 12 and 20s. What I like about the Hercules right now is that they do come out with the charger with it. And what's really cool about the charger is you don't need one charger to do your 12 volt or your 20 volt. You can either use either battery to go into the charger. So that makes it nice. I don't have to have, you know, a couple chargers around and plugging this into here, plugging this one over here. I can just use this one, you know, when it gets charged. So really nice drills. So far, so good. But of course, this is supposed to be the higher end drills that Harbor Freight sells. So there might be a little bit difference in some of their other drills. I'm not for sure. Okay, all I know is before I go too far in it, they make bigger batteries. So if you need a bigger battery for your drill, that's great. Okay, let's move these out of the road. Now, we have this little saw. We're going to go stick with the Hercules right now. This is a really nice little handy saw. I'm using a 2.5 battery on it. It does run it, but it doesn't have what it really, really should have when you're running this saw. It probably goes something like maybe a 4 amp or something like that, and put on this. Probably do a lot better. Right now, I'm going to end up watching the batteries go on sale, and I'll probably buy a bigger battery when it goes on sale. Nice little nice little saw. It's got a little vac placed here in the back. Of course, your thing right here is all made out of a cast. This is all cast up here. Of course, your adjustment and stuff would be on this side to, you know, to make it go up and down. It's still, you know, I haven't used it a whole lot, but I was really pleased with it. A couple other little things on it, little rafter holder handle up here for rafters, but a nice saw for like I said, beginners. We're going to stick with the beginners because that's basically what this video is going to be about. And so if you're a beginner woodworker or something like that, and you'd like to have a little battery operated saw, that'd be great to cut small boards, little 1-bys, things like that. But nice saw. I really like this one. Comes in handy for what I use it for. Okay, we have Briar here now. This is I don't know, it's a couple years old now. And when I bought this, I wanted to test it out because I wanted an extra palm sander, just kind of put off to the side and see what it'd be like. You know, if one of my other ones would go bad in the middle of a job or something I was doing, that I'd have this to back me up. I ended up using it a good bit. It run pretty smooth there at the beginning, and now it has a little bit of a kind of a vibration in it. I don't know. I need to tear it apart. Maybe it's got, you know, it's maybe dirty inside or something like that, or the bearings or something could be going bad. I don't know for sure. But I haven't ran it for a while, but I did run it for a good bit there. And so I'm not real happy with the sander, but you know, I probably could still use it for what the price I pay for it. Wasn't too bad. But this is a step down from the Hercules. So if you bought the Hercules, I don't know, it might be a better sander. Okay, we have here is a trim router, and this one here is pretty neat. I bought it. I bought this one on sale. It's made by the same people. It's a Harbor Freight tool. It's got a quick release here, so you can adjust your depth up and down for your bit. It's got it actually came with a couple extra little parts, so you can put them on wood, kind of faller. Of course, this is electric too. You can change the brushes in them. This one here, I think the new ones might be brushless. That's probably why I got this a little bit cheaper. Variable speed, so you go fast or slow. I'm hoping to try to get one later, just a little bit lighter. We're looking for lighter and lighter tools, but a really nice little router from Harbor Freight. Okay, what we have here is a pin nailer. Now, I'm not. This will be actually the first one I bought, pin nailer. I've had brad nails, really small brad nails, pin nailers. Pin nail is really nice for doing projects like, if you're building small things like craft wood and stuff like that. The wee little tiny nail goes in it, and once it just kind of holds the glue. So if you put glue on that and you're gluing it together, you put a couple little pin nails in it, and that hold it until that glue has a chance to dry. You know what I mean? So you don't have to put big nails and stuff. So it's great for crafts. This one here can go from a half inch up to 1 inch nail, so that's a pretty decent size little pin nails. Very inexpensive at Harbor Freight. Not too heavy. I mean, it's got aluminum up through here. This is all cast here. Little grip on there. Put a couple drops in the back of oil. Of course, you probably have to get your own oil. We load it from the back like this, and you put your nails down in here. I'm pleased with it. I mean, for what I'm using it for, I'll probably buy another one, probably higher end, because I'm starting to get more and more into the using the pin nailer. But right now, we're just going to go ahead and use this until whenever. You know what I'm saying? So, but a nice little pin nailer for the cost. It's really nice. Okay, we have here is a Pierce. This is one of the orange ones. They sell up there. Of course, the air is up here on the top. You can do the same thing. Most of them, you can clean them out here in the front. This takes staples, so you can go up from this is an 18 gauge from 5/8 to 1.5 inch staples. So that's staples, not brads. Okay, so it's a staple. I use a lot of staples. I use a lot. I mean, when I build things like crates and stuff, I like using staples because you got two coming out at the same time. Of course, a lot of your pallets that they make is made by staples. So you know how strong pallet is, how hard it is to get a pallet apart. So, of course, we bought a couple other things, but this one here, of course, you got a little adjustment here. You can adjust the air, how far it goes down the ground. But the only thing I was a little upset about it is the little tips. You keep losing the tips. They should sell those tips, a little package, and when you lose one, you can replace them, because that'll really put little, marks in your wood when it goes down like that. You know what I'm saying? It likes to put little marks, and you got to go back and sand it. But it's on the heavy side compared to some of my other ones. It's got a little weight to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of heavy, but it works really well. I mean, for the price and everything, can't beat it. Okay, we have here the clamp. Now, I bought two of these from in there, Harbor Freight. I've been using them for a while. I haven't had no problem whatsoever with these, but they seem to work pretty good. Of course, you can take them off and turn them around. There's different ways you can put them in, so they'll turn different directions and stuff. But I needed a couple clamps I wanted to try that was a little bit longer, because there's a few projects I have. I had some really long ones back here, but sometimes you get them too long, and you want that quick grip. So we gave it a chance, and we're pretty pleased with it. But some of the things I go to clamp down, I really have to put a lot of torque to it. It does have a tendency to want to kind of bow a little bit like this, and you got to watch that, because if you're holding two pieces of wood together like a box, and you got that on there, sometimes that'll bend and knock your work out before you get it started. But other than that, a nice tool. I really like it. Okay. Now, the last thing I have here is the Hercules grinder. Okay. This one here is a 5-amp grinder. Goes to 2,000 RPMs to 3,400 RPMs, I'm pretty sure. Variable speed here in the front. Of course, your optional switch here with a little safety thing you can pull out. Um, two little tables here. This is a flat table. This here you can probably got it's got the groove cut in it, so you can probably use knives or whatever like that. Comes with a coarse and a fine stone, an LED light, a couple eye shields. You can adjust these wherever you like. Um, you know what? I've had a couple grinders before, and one was an old one. It was a really good one, but I think the motor just kind of went bad on it. But a couple of other ones I had just wasn't big enough that you could take a because I had an old chisel. Is what I had, and I took the chisel and I said, well, I'm just gonna see what this thing will do. I'm gonna jam it in there and see how much pressure this thing could take before it stopped. And it was amazing. I mean, it really was. Did a great job. So it didn't really stop it unless I kept pressing in really, really hard. So really good grinder for the price of money from Harbor Freight. LED lights, nice and bright. When it starts out slow, it actually sounds better when it's running faster than it is running slow. But there's sometimes when you need to run it slow because you're grinding something that you don't want to heat up. You know what I mean? Just keep a little bit of oil with you and use it that way. But you can also change the wheels and take these sides off and put buffers on them, wire brushes, and just different things. It's what's nice about it. So I would say if you got a metal shop, and because that's basically what everybody uses these for metal shop, unless you put buffers on them or something. No, you use buffer. Yeah, buffers the same way, but be a nice one for somebody to start out. You know what I mean? To go ahead and start out. Uh, because it's not that expensive. I think I got it on sale too. They got a really good sale deal on it. So what it comes down to me, I feel that the Harbor Freight tools would be great for somebody that wanted to start a wood shop. Just starting out, and you're starting out very low. We have a very very short budget where with your tools. Yes, but I would stick with the higher end Harbor Freight tools. Then I would stick with Briar's the lower. This ain't the real low, but it's like the medium. But I would definitely stick with the higher ones. I would recommend those if you're going to buy them and start a wood shop. Or if you're going to do crafts, it might be a little bit different. If you're just doing something really light, like I said, building, making reefs and things like that, you need a little staple gun or a little drill. It'd probably be okay to buy some of the cheaper ones if you're not going to use them a lot. But if you're going to start wood shop and you're going to start using them, you probably want to go ahead and stick with the higher end ones. And then after that, work up, get Milwaukee, Keaton, things like that. But to get you started, it would be great. So, okay, if you have any comments, just leave them down below. If you like the video, please subscribe to it. Please leave me thumbs up. I really like that. And thanks for watching. You guys have a great day.